Hey everybody, my name is Hayden. It's been a while since I've made a video, but today I'm going to be showing you an overview of my ZOHD Talon GT. It is already built. I didn't really do a build series on it, but and I've flown it a couple of times, but I just modified some things and cleaned it up, and it'd be cool to show you guys. So we'll get right into it. So this is pretty much everything that I have for the Talon GT. So you can see that this is the actual frame from ZOHD. You can buy that from pretty much any of the FPV websites. And then the base functionality is for control, I'm using Crossfire. So that's on the back of this FrSky Taranis X90 Plus. If you guys watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I just got it on eBay. It's a pretty old unit, but the nice thing about these JR bays is you can pretty much put whatever you need in there to update it, and then it works fine. And then for video, I'm using 5.8 gigahertz. So on my old ZOHD Dart XL, I was using a TBS UNIFY Pro 32HV, and I just moved that over to here. And then I'm still using the 5.8 gigahertz Vast Pepperbox Extreme. And then on the other side, we just have a Foxier, like 3.5 decibel omnidirectional antenna. And then we just have some brackets to point it in the right direction. And that honestly just makes it really easy to take anywhere. Like, it's fun to fly 1.3 and go really far, but this is a little bit more convenient because you don't have to have a ground station or anything. So inside, first we'll talk about inside, I guess. For the flight controller, I am running a Matek F765 wing. I think that they discontinued these because of the chip shortage this year, which is kind of unfortunate, but luckily I snagged one before. And then all the cables and everything are pretty much running stock, what ZOHD comes, or like what ZOHD ships with. So on the left wing, or on the right wing here, pretty much all that's on that wing is a servo and the video transmitter. So I ran that on the outside of the wing, and then just double-sided mounted it with a little air, or a little heatsink, and then ran that wire all the way down. And for all the wiring that I installed on this plane, I used 24 gauge silicon wire from Amazon. I would recommend using these because you can pretty much, it's really high quality wire. Using this PVC wire, I've learned from some of my friends who do this, is not very advisable. It just burns really easily and it's not very high quality. And you can pick up an entire reel of this, like with all 5 of these colors on Amazon, for like $14. So it's not that big of a deal. And then also with this plane, I started crimping all the wires myself. So you can, which makes it a lot easier to build. Like, you can buy the servo extenders like I used to do, and then just solder all the wires on top of them. But this is just a little bit of a better way to do it. Then you can buy this crimper to crimp the pins on Amazon for like $20, and then you can use it for anything else. And then you can buy these little pin kits on Amazon also for like $8 or $9, which is a really good deal. And it pretty much just comes with these little connectors and then a bunch of little pins, and you can just mix and match and make your own servo connectors. And then you just crimp that with the wires, or with the crimper onto the wires, and then you have your own custom connectors. And that's nice because you can color code everything and make it all organized, and it just looks a little bit cleaner. So that's the deal with the flight controller. Once again, using Crossfire, so you can see the Crossfire Nano RX right here. Really small, really nice, so you can just kind of mount it wherever you need it to go. And then on the front, we have a Runcam Split 4, the 4K 30 FPS version. I honestly prefer the Cadex cameras since I got one for the Ranger, but this is kind of what we got, and I'm not really gonna I'm not gonna replace it obviously, but that is what we have for the front. And then there is a MATEK M8Q GPS up top here with the compass, but the compass is disabled because it's literally right next to magnets, so it doesn't work very well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this plane. It's pretty straightforward. I really do recommend buying ZOHD products. They are a little bit more expensive, but if you factor in all the other prices of like buying digital Metal Gear servos for everything, and then you know the time that you're gonna spend wiring all these little connections and putting in these fancy little things, like if you're gonna do it with like your own connectors or anything, the time saved and the money saved, honestly, or the money that you're gonna spend just buying a better plane to start with is definitely worth it. And I guess the last thing that I did also was laminate. This is the first plane that I laminated, so it's not, it's like okay, you know, it's definitely got some imperfections on the edges and everything, but it makes it really, really strong. I've had 2 crashes with this plane. I bought it back in March, right now it's July, but it just protects it. It protects the wingtips and it makes it a lot stronger, and I would definitely recommend laminating. It's really not that expensive, and once you kind of get the technique down, it's not very difficult either. But yeah, definitely would recommend this plane. And it's also, I guess I forgot to mention that it's running INAV too, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And yeah, have a nice day.